when the area bounded by radii and arc. Radii and arc. Two radii and arc is known as a sector, and if it is less place, that is said to be minor sector, and it is major sector. And nextly, we have segment. The area bounded by a line segment, that is chord, and arc is known as a segment. Okay. So this is known as a segment. Whenever the area bounded by arc and line segment. Line segment is nothing but chord only, for a circle. So the chord, area bounded by chord and arc is known as segment. Area bounded by two radii and arc is known as sector. Here also it is divided into two parts: minor segment, major segment. Major segment and it is a minor segment. Okay, so just observe once again, sector is nothing but area bounded by two radii and arc is known as a sector. So when we are drawing sector, its circle will have two sectors, major sector and minor sector. If the area is less, it is comes under minor sector, and it is more, the major part is known as major sector. And here also, area bounded by a chord and arc is known as a minor segment, and if less place is the minor segment and more place is a major segment. All these topics we have discussed yesterday. Now coming to the exercise problems, my first question is, draw a circle and name its center, the radius, and diameter and arc. Radius, a diameter, and an arc. So observe the question here. Just they are asking to draw, no need to go for definitions. Even though they didn't ask definitions, you must write. Draw a circle and name its center, radius, diameter, and arc. Center we need to locate, radius, diameter, and arc. Four things we must denote in the circle. See, to draw the circle, we need compass. So everybody must have the geometry box. In that, different types of things, instruments we have. Scale, everybody know, it is also termed as ruler. Okay. Secondly, protractor. So protractor we will get like semicircle shape, half of the circle. To construct the angles, to measure the angles, we will use the protractor. And next, compass. Compass you will get in this way, like this. Only one side you will get the pointer, like this one point we will get, and this side we will place the pencil. Or this side they won't give. So that one is compass. To draw any geometrical shape, we will use compass. Compass and ruler must and should we must use. See, when we are drawing the circle, we will use compass only. So for that, and next set divider we have. Divider is used to Both sides you will get the pointers. Divider is used to compare the line segments. And next set squares, like triangle shapes you will get 2 set squares. Okay. So all these instruments, what are the different instruments we have and how we are using to construct the different geometrical shapes, we will discuss in the next chapter, 5th chapter. Measurements of lines and angles is the next chapter. Continuation for this one only. So there we will discuss how to construct line segment, rays, and circle. All those we will learn in that chapter. Now observe, we are just asking to draw a circle. Circle is nothing but like this only we will get now. So use any round shape like bangle. Use bangle and draw the circle. That's all enough. For that, but now actually we have to draw with the instrument. By the instrument, how we can draw? With geometrical instrument, how we can draw the circle? Just observe. Use compass to draw the circle. Compass. As I told you already, for a compass, already one side you will get the pointer. Like this we will have 2 pointers. And one side we will get the pointer compulsory. Another side like this we will get the some place. So in that you must keep your pencil, sharp your pencil and keep your pencil in this side and tie the bolt. Okay. So like this we must place, and these edges down, this pointer and pencil edge must be in the same level, and for that checking you must keep those 2 arms without gap. Set the 2 arms without gap. Okay. So first of all, set your pencil properly in the compass. Set the pencil properly in the compass. After that, use your scale. Now place, for you have the scale like this. Now 0 to 1, 2, 3, like that we will have the till 15 numbers. No, 15 centimeters. 0 to I am using 2 centimeters only. 0 to 2 centimeters. So keep your pointer here and drag the compass, other arm of the compass, that is which is having pencil, till 2 centimeters. Here to here take the length by using the compass like this. Okay, this is one pointer and this is a pencil edge. These two drag, first keep at 0 and drag another one. ఓకే, ఇక్కడ పెట్టేసి ఇంకో దాన్ని లాగాలి, 2 వరకు లాగాలి. 2 సెంటీమీటర్స్ తీసుకుంటున్నాను కాబట్టి నేను రేడియస్ 2 సెంటీమీటర్స్ కి సెట్ చేస్తున్నాను కంపాస్ యూజ్ చేసి. సో నౌ locate one point. Okay, keep your pointer of the compass here and rotate the pencil through around the point. Okay, so I have used this distance. How much I have used? 2 centimeters distance I have used. At any point you will get that 2 centimeters only. How we are drawing the circle? Set your compass to with any radius. Here I am using 2 centimeters radius and marking any point on it, rotating the compass to get the circle. Okay, and at any point I will get 2 centimeters gap only, because I have set the compass to 2 centimeters. I have chosen radius is equal to 2 centimeters. So radius of the circle is equal to 2 centimeters, and this is the center. So I am using for that O and letter alphabet A. Distance from OA is radius, that is equal to 2 centimeters for my question. But you can take 2 centimeters, 3 centimeters, anything, that is your wish. And I want to mention diameter. Now because radius 2 centimeters, how much I will get diameter? Double of radius, yes or no? 2 plus 2, 4. 2 into 2, 4. So what I am doing, center I am writing here. I am drawing the diameter. PQ. So here 2 centimeters R and this one also R. Completely 4 centimeters. Diameter of the circle is equal to 4 centimeters. And arc. Arc. Just observe some part of the circle is known as arc. So I am using AP is the arc. So from the figure, center of the circle is equal to O. Okay, this is my first point. And secondly, the radius of the circle is equal to R is equal to distance from center O to any point on the circumference A. O to A, that is nothing but OA, line segment OA. So in this question I was used 2 centimeters. Whatever you want to use, that is your wish. And coming to the secondly, diameter. Diameter is nothing but a distance from 2 points which are passing through the center of the circle. Longest chord which is passing through the center is known as the diameter. Diameter is given by twice of the radius, which is equal to 2 into 2. In this question, only 2 into 2 for this question. This is my example, that's all. But right, diameter of the circle is equal to distance from PQ, that is length of PQ. That's it. Now, next, arc. Arc of the circle is some part of the circle. So here I am mentioning AP as the arc. That is AP, and symbolically we will denote arc in this way. Understand? So what is draw a circle? We have drawn the circle with the 2 centimeters radius and locate its center O, radius OA of 2 centimeters and diameter PQ of 4 centimeters, arc AP. Some part of the circle is called arc and it is denoted by like this. Okay? And maybe they will ask for circumference also. Circumference is nothing but total boundary length of the circle. So yesterday I have given the definitions about all those topics. Once again, revise whatever topics we have studied. Okay. Now coming to the second problem. So once again I am telling, observe the first question. They are asking to draw the circle. So to draw the circle, first of all we need to locate a point. From that point take convenient radius and draw, rotate your compass. Keep the pointer of the compass at the center and rotate the another side, another arm of the compass, that is which is having pencil side. So that one, rotate your pencil. By using the compass we will construct the circle. And distance from any point, center to any point on the circle is termed as radius, and twice of the radius, that is distance between 2 points on the circle is equal, which are passing through the center, is known as a diameter. Some part of the circle is known as a arc. That's all. Total boundary length of the circle is circumference. Okay. Now coming to the second problem. Shade the region in the circle. Shade the regions in the circle. So they are given, circle is like this. BC and O is the center of the circle. A, DE. Shade the regions in the circle. First one, sector with red color, and secondly, minor segment with yellow. Minor segment with yellow. Okay, observe the question once again. shade the regions in the circle. So they are asking to shade some regions in the given circle. First one is sector with a red color. Means what is the sector in this circle? Observe, identify, color it with red color. And next, secondly, minor segment with yellow color. So which are the minor segments and which is the minor sector? The sector means again we'll get two, but observe, sector is nothing but what? Area bounded by radii and arc. So radius, OA is radius and OB is radius. So area bounded by radii and arc, some part of the circle, is known as a sector. So this sector we must fill up with red color. Means you need to shade with red color here. Shade with red. Okay. And minor segment with yellow color. Segments are nothing but area bounded by chord and arc is known as a segment. Minor segment means less space. So BC also is a minor segment. Just observe here. This one is a minor segment only and this one also minor segment only. So it is a yellow color. Minor segments we must shade with yellow and sector with the red color. That's all. Just think which one shows the sector, color it with red, and which are showing segments, minor segments, color it with yellow. And my third question, true or false? First problem, we can locate only one center on a circle. In a circle, we can locate one center in a circle. Secondly, diameter is twice the radius. Diameter is twice the radius. And third point, an arc is a part of a circle. An arc is a part of a circle. And fourth point, all chords are equal in length. All chords are equal in length. And last point, all radii are not equal in length. All radii are not equal in length. So observe the statements and answer. We can locate one center in a circle. See, I am drawing the circle. Here only one fixed point I am getting. I am not getting more than one, yes or no? So how many centers are there for a circle? Only one fixed point. From that fixed point only we are drawing the circle. So only one center. That is true. We can locate one center in a circle. Yes, only one we can locate. And coming to the second one. Diameter is twice the radius. That is diameter. D is means equal to twice in the sense 2 times of the radius, 2 into r. Till now I have told you this one. Diameter is equal to twice of the radius and radius is half of the diameter. Okay, observe here. This complete length is a diameter. R plus R, 2r. Twice of the radius is a diameter. So it is also true. And coming to the third question. An arc is a part of a circle. Arc. Here for suppose P and Q are 2 points on the circle. Some part of the circle. Like this. Arc. So this one also true. Definitions, that's all. All chords are equal in length. Observe draw the 3 cards. Card is nothing but a line segment which is joining 2 points on the circle. Here I am taking 2 points C and D. I am joining like this. Observe the length of AB. Even diameter also a card. AB is a line segment. CD also is a line segment. Means both are cards also. Observe the length of AB, CD. AB is lesser than CD. Are they having equal length? No. All cards are equal in length given. They are not equal in length. So this statement is false. Coming to the last one. All radii are not equal in length. Radii is nothing but radius. Distance from center to any point is radius. Yes or no? Center to any point. Now I am taking O to B. This one also R itself. Any point, the distance is fixed. Yes. So whatever statement they are given, all radii are not equal in length. False. All radii are equal in length. All chords are not equal in length. Chords are not equal. Radii are equal. So the both are false statement. Reversely given here. Okay, I hope you understood. Every circle having only one center and diameter is twice of the radius. Arc is the part of the circle. These three statements are true. And all chords are not equal in length. But here they are given equal in length. So that's why this statement is false. Lastly, all radii are equal in length. But here they are given not equal. So this is the false statement. So here one of the activity part given. Fourth question, that is activity. No need to solve that question. Observe one. Take a paper and draw a circle like this. Locate its center. Through its center, fold it. Fold half. Open again. Again fold half. Again fold like this. See, when we are doing like this, how many diameters we are getting? See, how many creases are, all these creases refer to diameters. So this activity is given to prove that we can draw several diameters through the center. Through one point we can draw so many lines. Yes or no? Infinite lines we can draw. So here circle also having only one fixed point. Only one point is there. So through that one point we can draw several diameters. So many radii as well as so many diameters. Understand? That's all. Now we will see some of the different questions which we are getting for this complete chapter. Basic geometrical ideas depending on line segment, every topic, angles, curves. So depending on those topics, which whatever different problems we are going to get, we will see now. Okay, observe the questions on different topics. Before that, which topics we have studied in this chapter we will see. See, first we have studied about the line segment, point, line segment, ray. About these four topics we have discussed. So once we will revise what are the different concepts we have studied in this. Point is having only position. So to locate the places, to indicate the position of anything, we are using the dots. These dots are referred as points, and always capital letters we have to use to indicate the points. Okay. point does not have any length, breadth, thickness, just it is having position. And coming to line, line is nothing but combination of several points is known as a line. Okay, and it does not end at any side, means it is going on both the sides. There is no end point for a line. So we can use two variables. So this one we will represent by like this, line AB. Otherwise, smaller letters. Simply we can use a line L also. Like this also we can write. Smaller letters also we can use. And line segment. Line segment is nothing but some part of the line which is having two endpoints. Is known as a line segment, and we are using line segment AB is equal to line segment BA because we can able to measure the length of the line segment AB. So several examples we have for line segments: edge of the board, edge of the book, edge of the door, all those whatever where we are able to measure, all those come where we are able to measure the length, all those are comes under line segment only. And next, so length of the line segment is nothing but distance from point A to B. That's it. Distance from A to B is known as length of the line segment. Okay. And AB only having the definite length because it is having two endpoints. Remaining ray or a line we don't have definite length. Actually, point does not have length at all. Coming to AB, AB is having the length, but definite length we don't know. What is the fixed length we don't know. Coming to ray, ray is some part of the line which is having only one end point. Here also we can't able to measure how much length it is having. And here OA is not equal to ABO. Okay. So this is about a line segment, ray and pointer. All these we have discussed in the first exercise. And in the second exercise we were discussed about curves. And in these curves we have studied about open curves, closed curves, simple curves, polygons, and still interior, exterior and boundary of the figure. Interior, exterior and boundary. So all these we have studied in second exercise. Curves are nothing but which is not a straight line. Open curves in the sense if we are having two different starting point and ending point is known as a open curve, and the curve which is having starting and ending point is same is known as a closed curve. Simple curves are nothing but the curves which are not crossing themselves, they are said to be simple curves. Polygons in the sense the closed curves which is made up of straight lines only is known as polygons. And if it is an open figure, that does not represent a polygon. So with the two line segments we can't get a closed figure. Minimum number of line segments required to get a polygon is 3. So 3-sided polygon termed as triangle, 4 sides is quadrilateral, 5 sides is pentagon, 6 sides is hexagon. Like that we have studied. And coming to regular polygon also. If a polygon is having all sides equal and all angles are equal, then it is known as a regular polygon. And interior, exterior boundary of the figure. A closed figure divides the plane into 3 parts: inside, outside and boundary. Inside part is known as interior of the object. Outside part is known as exterior of the object, and this boundary part, border part is known as boundary. And interior plus boundary together is called its region. If it is a circle, that is termed interior and boundary of that circle is known as circular region. Okay. And after this we have studied about angles. So we can denote the angle in 2 ways. That is clockwise rotation and anti-clockwise rotation. So wherever we are getting the corners, then we will get the angles. And so here to denote this angle, what is the angle shown in this figure? where they are meeting, what is the vertex. So angle A is shown in the figure, and we can name that angle A in clockwise rotation and anti-clockwise rotation, like this: CAB, otherwise BAC. So angle BAC, A will be middle because that is the angle. Remaining letters we can write either side of that A is equal to, so BC now interchange, that is CAB, that's all. CAB, BAC. These are the two types of how we can indicate the angles. Instead of this angle symbol, we can use cap also. A cap, BAC. Here I am using a cap, so this is the angle. And CAB, like this also we can indicate. And every angle is having one vertex, two sides. Those sides are also known as arms. So in this figure, vertex is A. For angle A, vertex is A, and arms of the angle. Arms of angle A are arms of sides. AC, AB. Just observe AB, AC. Otherwise AC, AB. Anything. AB and AC. Race. Okay. So that is about different terms of the angles, and we have discussed several points on this. And after that, interior of angle A is this one, exterior is this side. Boundary means on the arms only you must get those points. Okay. And after this, we have studied about triangle and quadrilateral. So complete information we have deeply discussed. We were discussed deeply about those topics. And yesterday only we were finished about circles. Now also we continued those topics. So that is about complete topic which we have studied in basic geometrical ideas. Now we will do some of the different types of questions depending on the all these topics, whatever we discussed now. So now my first question is example problems. My first question is the simplest of all geometrical figures which has no size but has position. Is dash. See, just observe the question. The smallest, simplest of all geometrical figures. This is a simple geometrical figure which is having no size but has position. No length, no breadth, no thickness. For which one? Only it is having position. Which geometrical figure is that? Only point. Point is having only position, except that it doesn't have any size. Understand? Now coming to the second one. A ray has a dash endpoints. And third question, line segment has dash endpoints. Line segment has dash endpoints. And fourth problem, line has a dash endpoints. And fifthly, a point has a already point we got here. Fifth question, line has a dash length. Line has a dash definite length. Sixth question, three are more lines, more points, 3 or more points in a plane are said to be collinear, if they lie on the dash. If they lie on the dash. Okay, observe the questions. Already I told you only the geometrical figure which is having only position is a point. Ray has how many endpoints? Ray has dash endpoints. How many endpoints are there for ray? 1 endpoint. Line segment has how many endpoints? Line segment. So 2 endpoints. Line has dash endpoints. No endpoint. 0 endpoints. 0, 1, 2. Line is 0. Ray is 1. Line segment is 2. Ray 1. Line segment 2 endpoints. Line 0 endpoints. Line has a dash definite length. See, we can measure the length of only line segment because it is having 2 endpoints. Here they have mentioned the figure line. Line is having definite length. It is having length, but it doesn't have no definite length. Line has no definite length. Means definite length not there for line. It is having the length, but definite length, fixed length not there. And 3 or more points in a plane are said to be collinear if they lie on this dash. See, listen, this question I didn't explain for you. Once observe is, I have a line AB. Now I am mentioning several points on this C, D, E like this. 4 points I am mentioning. So 3 or more lines lying on the same line. Such points are said to be, here points, all the points are lying in single line. Yes. So 3 or more points lying on the same line are said to be collinear points. Collinear in the sense, co means same, linear means line. On the same line they are lying. Means all the points are lying on the same line. Now observe the question. 3 or more points, 3 or more than 3 points in a plane are said to be collinear. When they are said to be collinear, if they are lying on the same line, collinear. If they lie on the same line. So now observe the definition. This is very, very important. 3 or more points in a plane are said to be collinear if they lie on the same line. Understand? If suppose I have different points. See, through one point, how many lines we can draw? Through one point, we can draw several lines, infinite lines. We can draw through one point. These infinite lines are passing through the same point, yes or no? So the lines which are passing through the same point are said to be concurrent lines. All these are concurrent lines, and this point is known as concurrent point or point of concurrence. Point of concurrence or concurrent point. So remember these two definitions. When on the same line so many points are there, those points are said to be collinear points. And with one point, several lines, so many lines are passing through the same point. Those lines are said to be concurrent lines. Collinear points, concurrent lines. Now coming to the next problem, next question. So this definition also take now. So I have 7th question. If 3 or more lines passing through same point They are known as dash lines, concurrent lines. Okay, for this I am drawing rough figure also. 3 or more means 2 lines are intersecting lines. That's why we are starting with 3 or more. So here I am taking 4 lines are passing through the same point. So these are concurrent lines. Now observe the 8th question. They are given this question depending on the concurrent lines only. Like this, they are given the lines. All these lines are concurrent lines. 4 lines are given, and here they are indicated point P. In this figure, P is called. In the figure, P is called dash. So what we will call for P? Just now I told you, because all these lines are concurrent lines. So P is called concurrent point or point of concurrence. So I am writing point of concurrence. And next 9th question. Like this, 2 intersecting lines are given, O, P, Q and R. In the given figure, P, O, Q, R. In the given figure, P, O, Q are dash points. See, observe this. This question is related to points. Just now I told you if those are lying on the same line, they are said to be collinear points. If they are not lying on the same line, then they are said to be non-collinear points. Which points are mentioned here? P, O, Q points. P, O, Q. P, Q are lying on the same line, otherwise P, O are lying on the same line. But all those 3 are lying on the same line? No. So, because those are not lying on the same line, those are said to be non-collinear points. Non-collinear points. Okay, listen. Here we have discussed the 2 different topics. When so many lines are passing through the one point, those are said to be concurrent lines. And wherever they are meeting, that point is said to be point of concurrence or concurrent point. And third, next, several points are passing through the same line. Several points are lying on the same line. They are said to be collinear points. Collinear, same line. They are lying on the same line. Collinear points. And if they are not lying, see, for suppose I have like this different way. So I can draw these 2, otherwise like these 2. But all the 3 I can't mention at one point, yes or no? So on single line, I can't able to indicate all those 3 points on a same line. That's why these 3 are said to be non-collinear points. See, to get a triangle, if I have like these 3 points, can I get a triangle? No, because all these 3 are collinear points. Whenever I am getting non-collinear points, then only I can form a triangle. So to form any shape, compulsory we must use non-collinear points. Okay. Now observe this figure. P, O, Q. These 3 points they have mentioned. Are they lying on the same line? No. So that's why those points are said to be non-collinear points. Now next question. See, before the next question, I'll explain one topic for you. Just now I told you, if more than 3 or more than 3 points, A, B, C, D. This is line L. Lying A, B, C, D on same line L. Okay, so A, B, C, D are collinear points. Are collinear points. Now observe here. If I suppose I have total distance AD equal to 10 centimeters. Total distance AD. Okay. Now AB is 4 centimeters I have. BC 3 centimeters, 2 centimeters I have, and CD 4 plus 2 is equal to 6. 6 plus 4 equal to 10 again. So here I'll use 3. 3 plus 2, 5. 5 plus 5, 10. Like this I am using now different values. Observe this. So that AD is divided into 3 parts. AB is 3 centimeters, BC is 2 centimeters, CD is 5 centimeters. Now total length of that one, 3 plus 2 is 5, 5 plus 5 is equal to 10 centimeters itself. Yes or no? So on a line segment, first suppose I have the line segment. Now here A is my first point and D is the last point. AD will be equal to, between them how many points are there? 2 points. That is AB plus BC plus CD. So if 3 or more points are collinear, in that case, sum of the distances between any 2 points, sum of all those distances will give the total distance of the line segment. Understand? Now observe here, one question is given in this topic, on this topic, 10th question. If AB plus BC is equal to AC, just observe here how many points are there in before previous AB plus BC plus CD. So total A to D 4 points I have. AD is equal to, like this I got. Now here A and C, only total distance is AC, that is divided into AB plus BC. So these points A, B, C points are collinear points. Whenever sum of the distances between different two points is equal to first and last given. First point and last point and common point B. AB plus BC is equal to AC. But suppose I have written PQ plus QR. Must be equal to, Q is common point, PR. Okay. AB plus BC is equal to AC. PQ plus QR equal to PR. Then PQR are the collinear points and here ABC are the 3 collinear points. Understand? So here the question is given AB plus BC is equal to AC and ABC are collinear. ABC are collinear. Then what is the relation asking? That means just observe, draw the figure, rough figure for this. A, B, C. AB plus BC is equal to AC, complete length. AC is equal to AB plus BC. Yes? Now observe this. What is the question? A, B, C are collinear. Then what is the statement? See here the statements are given. Observe. A is lying between B and C. Is that true? No. What is the common letter between these two? B. That means B is lying between A and C. B is lying between A and C is the correct statement. So B is lies between A and C. Now first suppose I am writing line segment PSR. Then how can I write these 3 relations? PS plus SR is equal to PR. So here common point is S. That means SC is lying between P and R. When addition is given, remember this. Okay. Next question. And one more bit question like this given. 3 or more lines are said to be concurrent if they pass through the dash. See, just observe concurrent lines definition only this one. Concurrent lines are nothing but what? When 3 or more lines are passing through the same point, only one point. So here the question, observe, 3 or more lines are said to be concurrent if they pass through the same point. That point is known as point of concurrence or concurrent point. Okay. Now next question. Ray AB is denoted by dash. How we are denoting ray AB? That means initial point AB is the ray. How we are indicating ray? One side is starting point, other side arrow. That's all. Next. The angle formed by the pages of the book. Pages of the open book. Is dash. Just observe while you are opening the book. See, like this you will get pages means, for suppose it is veins, you are getting like this, yes or no, book. Now just observe this side, like this will get the angle. This is compulsory more than 90 degrees. So that is an obtuse angle. So when a book is opened, the angles between the pages, open book pages will be obtuse angle. More than 90 degrees you will get. See, just observe for that example. Take this book itself. See, while I am opening, like this I will keep. So this is compulsory more than 90 degrees. Like this I will get, yes or no? So it is more than 90. That is an obtuse angle. Next one question. If two lines are okay, about lines still we did not tell. So this is about different topics which we have discussed as ray, line segment and points and collinear points. So here new topic is collinear points and concurrent lines. So through one point we can draw several lines, infinite lines. So those infinite lines which are passing through the same point are called concurrent lines. And the point which is common for all those lines is known as point of concurrence or concurrent point. Collinear points in the sense 3 or more points lying on the same line, they are said to be collinear points. Okay, collinear points. And next, ray is having one endpoint, line is having no endpoint, line segment is having two endpoints, and line segment only having the definite length. So how to denote different types of different questions? Which one is having only position, that is point? All these questions we discussed now. So in our next class, we are going to discuss about still some more problems on basic geometrical ideas.